We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Green Bay Packers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded just inside the 30. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. That's out quickly to London. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense, and this unit very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now Penix. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Luke Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On the counter, this is Robinson. 3rd and 14. Those defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jenkins running left. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Packers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Falcon defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Ready. Blue, hey, check Megler.
Here's Love. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
Second down and 6 now. They'll pitch it to Robinson. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Packers, nothing.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Love. A quick throw, but incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Love from the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Packers' 29-yard line.
Here's Penix. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Lucas Van Ness. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
3rd and long.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with 4th down and 1. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back. I've got this call.
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he's going to take this one back to the 37. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8. To throw now. Here's Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Number 88.
That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Still fighting for more. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The contact on that run came pretty early. Nice job just to push forward and get some extra yardage. Good game.
It certainly was, because the initial contact did not signal the end of the play. His mind, his body, his legs said keep turning forward, and he gained more yardage.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matthew Golden, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 14-7.
Packers 7.
there now to kick this one off. And bulldozing his way through. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Play action this time with Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Now Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. They're going to try and throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Lloyd. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
At the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
50, green. Ready.
Love now. Pass caught. That's Golden. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing. Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Yellow. Ready.
Going back to Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Love looking to throw it. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. First throw now for the backup Tua Tagovailoa. And this ball incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Tua sets up to pass it. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for him. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, Falcons.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Tua. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The Folks kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change that.
There he goes, right side. He's on his way. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Falcons 24, Packers 10. Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
Folk out there now to kick this one off.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. And no sign of Tua departing. Fourth down. They're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. That's Tua's running back complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Second and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Short throw caught by Pitts. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on that defensive side of the ball.
Folk out there now to kick this one off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard lines.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love wants to shift things around. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action. Love to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
31. Packers 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.